As lawns transitioned from this to this, now's a great time to work on keeping your lawn weed-free. Today, we're talking about pre-emergent, what it is, why it's important, and how to apply it for best results. Let the domination begin. Pre-emergent is a specialized herbicide that forms a barrier in the soil, making it much more difficult for weeds to grow in your lawn. By applying pre-emergent, you're going to drastically reduce the amount of weeds you're going to have to deal with during the spring and summer months. This saves time and money because you're not going to be out there pulling weeds, spraying weeds, and crying over what could have been. So when's the best time to apply pre-emergent? It varies based on where you are in the country, but the most correct answer is you want pre-emergent in the soil before the average 5-day soil temperatures are in the mid-50s. The reason for this is when pesky weeds like crabgrass and others begin to germinate. So 55 degrees, just before that is when you're going to want to have pre-emergent applied. Today, the pre-emergent we're going to be applying is called prodiamine. Now, this product is available in both granular and liquid forms, which is nice because it gives you options around which application method really suits you best. The nice thing about taking the granular option for applying prodiamine is the only tool you're really going to need to apply it is your broadcast spreader. Now, applying liquid pre-emergent is a bit more involved. You're going to need a scale to accurately measure how much of the product you're using. You're also going to need a sprayer of some sort. Here I've got a 4-gallon backpack sprayer, which allows me to cover up to 4,000 square feet, so I like this particular option. And then along with the backpack sprayer, you're going to need the correct spray tip. Now, what I've got here is a flood jet spray tip, and this is important because it produces a larger droplet size, which is going to help the product get into the soil where it can work correctly. Now, in the event you don't have all this stuff, there'll be links in the description and beneath this video where you can pick everything up. So a question you're probably asking yourself is, if all I need to apply pre-emergent in the granular form is a broadcast spreader and the product, why would I opt for the extra work and extra equipment that I need to apply it in liquid form? Well, it really comes down to flexibility. What you're going to find is by going with liquid pre-emergent, it gives you a lot more flexibility over application rate, and it also gives you the ability to mix other products along with your pre-emergent, which saves time. So say, for example, you've got a lawn where you're trying to prevent weeds, but at the same time, you're also trying to take care of weeds that are already in the lawn. By going with the liquid route, you can mix post-emergent herbicides that are appropriate for your particular grass type along with the pre-emergent, allowing you to prevent weeds and to eliminate the existing weeds in your lawn. Again, saving time. Now, before applying prodiamine, or really any other pre-emergent for that matter, it's really important that you read the product label. The rates that you use with this product vary based on your grass type. Typically, it's divided between warm season and cool season grasses. So to know which rate is correct for your particular grass type, it's really important that you read the product label to get that info. Now, I have a Bermuda grass lawn here, and the application rate range for prodiamine ranges from 0.36 ounces all the way up to 0.83 ounces per 1,000 square feet. Now, this is kind of nice in the sense that if you wanted to do a split application, you could take that annual limit of 0.83 and divide it in 2. That would allow you to do an application of prodiamine now, and again, 2 or 3 months from now, which is going to help extend your coverage. Now, today, I'm going to be taking a more simplified approach, and then I'm going to be applying prodiamine just one time this spring at the higher end of the application rate. I'm going to be using a rate of 0.80 ounces per 1,000 square feet. Now, because I have a 4-gallon backpack sprayer here, which covers up to 4,000 square feet, I'm going to take that rate of 0.80 ounces and multiply it by 4, which brings us to 3.2 ounces with 4 gallons of water over 4,000 square feet. Now, before you run out there and start mixing up a batch of prodiamine to keep your lawn weed-free, let's take a quick minute to talk about the importance of safety. It's really important that you wear the correct PPE, personal protective equipment, whenever you're applying products to your lawn. Most product labels call for shoes with socks, long pants, a long sleeve shirt, and gloves. Anytime I'm spraying liquids to my lawn, I also like to wear safety glasses just out of an abundance of caution. We'll start by filling the sprayer tank halfway full with water. This is going to make it easier to get the prodiamine suspended. What you'll find is if you fill the tank all the way up and then try and add the product, it makes it much more difficult for you to get the prodiamine fully suspended in the water, and it tends to settle at the bottom of the tank. So I found that filling it up halfway to 3/4 full of water, adding the product, getting that suspended is really the way to go to get best results. Next, we'll add the prodiamine to the tank and put the cover on. Now there's a couple of options for mixing, ranging from using a paint mixer connected to a drill, or you can do what I'm doing here, simply give the tank a good shake until the prodiamine and water are blended nicely. We'll finish adding water to the tank to bring it up to 4 gallons. And then finally, I like to add a bit of blue marker dye to the tank, which makes it a lot easier to see when you're spraying the lawn, ensuring excellent coverage. Again, give the tank a good shake, and we're off to spray the lawn. For great results, walk in straight lines at a medium pace while doing your best to minimize any heavy overlaps. Simply rinse and repeat this process until the entire lawn is done. Once you're done, be sure to properly clean your equipment before storing it for next use. The last step is to run your irrigation system to work the prodiamine into the soil, or simply wait for it to rain. And there you have it, how to apply pre-emergent to keep your lawn weed-free this spring and summer. But in the event that you already got weeds in your lawn and you want to figure out how to get rid of weeds without killing your grass, I've got a video right here that I think you're going to find helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.